Voyage.
In Walmart's Nouvelle, time was ticking away. Only a few nights left till the big holiday. But last-minute gifters had no need to worry. Walmart Express Delivery got their gifts in a hurry. From Nintendo to Nespresso and Lego flowers, they could check off their lists in as fast as an hour. All of Nouvelle, East, West, South, and North, could order gifts up until 5 p.m. on December 24th. So this holiday, just do as the Who's do. With gift delivery this fast, they all gasped. From Walmart? Who knew? Subject to availability, terms and fees apply.
Hello, I'm Diane Morgan. If you know who I am, you know who I am. If you don't, who cares? I'm here to explain Italian Time, a holiday phenomenon where Italians throw away their clocks and gather for eternity with San Pellegrino. I've been at this party so long that I've eaten 5 courses, hugged someone's grandma twice, and been offered a job in the family restaurant. So this holiday season, make sure to bring enough San Pellegrino to last you through the meal, the after meal, and the entire goodbye ritual. San Pellegrino, holiday on Italian Time.
The untimely death of his wife had given Dirk something we'd hoped for but never truly needed until right now: a backbone. He'd been told of war, but never lived on war footing until this all happened. Though he was polite, his manner, his posture, his eyes told another story.
Do you know who finances your campaign?
We have the largest amount of small donors in political history. The people finance our campaign.
The people can't keep up with the 6 giant corporations that have provided 80% of your campaign's funding.
That's what you say. Even so, is that a crime?
No, but in Russia, we'd say случайность no случайно. A coincidence is not accidental.
What coincidence?
All of these corporations have roots that can be traced back to when they were founded, in the late 1930s, in Berlin.
Almost a literal century ago. Is this what you interrupted my schedule for, a history lesson?
I realized I was smiling in pride and had to force myself to remain impassive.
Let's talk about now, then. Look at this. 2 men affiliated with Javier Ramirez's campaign were nearly killed. This is the body of one of the men who tried to assassinate them. Look closely at the tattoo.
I see the Rocky Mountains.
Keep looking.
What do you know about Felix Bauer?
I never met him.
He worked for you.
Thousands of people technically work for me.
We've learned a bit about Felix's family history. It's tied closely to the National Independent People's Party. His father worked on previous campaigns. His grandfather worked on previous campaigns. Specifically, the 1966 campaign. I'm sure we don't need to remind you of that history.
No, you don't. I'm reliving it. I buried my wife, Agent Volkov, because people are afraid of a party of peace. They were then, which is why Harley Bentley and Hiram Alexander and Albert Zanowski had to die for our cause. They are now.
I heard your speech. Peace won through strength, right? I think there's another word for that.
War.
Russia is very peaceful. Occasionally someone needs to be thrown off a roof, though. That's peace through strength, too, I suppose.
Do you see anything in the tattoo yet?
Agents. Candidate Wolf is here voluntarily, despite his incredibly busy schedule and the personal tragedy he's just suffered. You have yet to present us with any evidence of any crime that either he or our campaign could possibly have committed. We will not be forced to sit here and listen to vague innuendos.
It's a swastika. Look, watch my finger.
You're reaching.
Am I?
This is a sad attempt to contrive something out of thin air.
A dead man's chest.
I don't know this man. We had nothing to do with this.
Sure, but it can't help but make us wonder.
Where there's smoke, there's fire, mein Führer.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
How dare you?
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're dead wrong.
Your party has no affiliation with Nazi ideology.
Of course not.
Aleph, Bet.
What?
They're a threat to your party. They were in 1966, they are now. Why? Why are they so determined to stop a party of peace? Why would a group of Jews spend 80 years interfering with a political party that claims to welcome people of any race or religion?
We do welcome all. Jews support our party. We're more popular with Jews than with Democrats or Republicans. I have no idea who these people are or what you're talking about.
This interview is over, and we will have the president on the phone within the hour to hear of your harassment.
I've spent more time with him than his family for the last 4 years. Tell him I said hi. And he still owes me a Cuban sandwich.
We stormed out, feigning grave offense at their line of questioning. Dirk could do so fairly effectively, considering he really didn't know the shooter whose photo they had displayed to us. Our driver was waiting outside. We bundled into the back of a black SUV which was armored, though no one would ever know that, simply looking at it. You could feel it in the weight of the door, though. Heavier glass, reinforced steel.
What do you know about that?
They are Aleph Bet.
Fine. But the tattoo, it's reckless.
An overly enthusiastic party member.
No more tattoos, and anyone who has them needs to get them removed. Even if they are camouflaged as something else. That happens now, understood?
Yes. It quietly thrilled me to hear him giving orders. He'd been content to let me lead by default for years. Our faith, my faith in him, had wavered, but no longer. You have debate prep this evening at 6.
I need quiet before.
We can clear your schedule prior. Just a few local interviews, nothing essential.
Do it.
The nation will be behind you. Let them. And you will deliver the death stroke to the spick. From there, our path is clear to the White House. We have them.
No.
No?
I've already spoken enough about it. Nancy's death is not our prop.
I'm not suggesting that, only that...
We will not discuss it any further.
I felt a stiffness in my body I'd never experienced with Dirk. There was an animosity pointedly directed at me. Could he know? Or at least suspect? How? Yet when I looked at him, I was struck with the unmistakable sense. Somehow, he had an inkling. He understood. Nancy's death had been just what the campaign needed. Perhaps I had too quickly pivoted to its political use, not demonstrated enough grief. We drove in silence the rest of the way to his home.
Good evening. We are live from Denver, Colorado, where Governor Dirk Wolf and Senator Javier Ramirez will debate. With 3 months until Election Day, this is a critical night for both candidates to state their case to the American people.
As we stood backstage, Dirk wouldn't look at me. Are you good?
I'm fine.
You are absolutely prepared. Just stay on track, and this is a cakewalk.
You'd fucking like that, wouldn't you?
This
is my campaign, Jonas. Mine. You just work here.
My jaw dropped. He'd never spoken to me that way in his entire life, not even as a child. He walked onto the stage before I could muster up a response.
Gentlemen, we want to thank you for participating in this debate. Let's begin. Our first question is about an issue foremost in many viewers' minds, the economy. Prices for everyday goods are at an all-time high. Housing prices are the highest they've been in 15 years. Senator Ramirez, this is with the Democratic Party in the White House. What differences, if any, would there be in how your presidency would handle this issue?
America is built on competition. That's how I got here. No one gave me this. My father came to this country from Colombia with the clothes on his back and 3 children. When I joined the police academy, there were only 2 Latinos in my class. Back then, the other cops didn't want to work with us. They said our only chance to become detectives was to work in narcotics because one spick could catch another. Really, that's what they said. That's what I had to overcome. And I did it. I was the first Latino police chief in the history of Colorado. And I got there through hard work, like so many Americans listening to this right now. Unlike my opponent, I'm not sponsored by any giant corporations, and giant corporations are why prices are high. That's why, if I'm elected president, not only will we aggressively use antitrust laws and the Justice Department to prevent mergers and monopolies within the food industry, we will enhance funding for the Small Business Administration to back disruptors to the big grocery chains through small business loans.
Thank you. Governor Wolf.
$174 billion. That's how much money Senator Ramirez's Democratic Party has sent to pay for wars in other countries. Wars we are not even fighting in, that are not our fight. We're not sending that money to support American soldiers. We're sending it to pay other countries' militaries to fight wars for us. $174 billion. How many American people have to struggle and sweat to just feed their family every week? Imagine if that money was redistributed to the American people to give them a helping hand until we get prices under control. That's the power of peace. Real peace, not proxy wars around the globe, a peace my party will bring. And with that peace, we will implement an economic stimulus payment for every American, and I will personally call every company charging exorbitant prices, taking advantage of the inflation the Democratic Party has let run wild, and force them to lower their prices or be penalized by the FTC.
Senator Ramirez, 1 minute for a rebuttal.
Governor Wolf has only had to worry about one state for his entire political career. We've had to contend with the globe. A globe he wants to just wash his hands of, I guess. I think that's a little naive. I wish it were that simple. But it just isn't. Dangerous fascist regimes armed with nuclear weapons? That threat is very real. And we can't ignore it because it's inconvenient. I would ask the American people if they want to put their safety in the hands of someone with no experience in international diplomacy.
Before I was elected, people said it was impossible. No third party could ever break the stranglehold that the Democratic and Republican parties have had on this country for more than 150 years. Now, people want to say it's impossible for me to become president. What I say is this. Do you want more of the same thing you've had your entire life? Or is America ready for something new? You know what Senator Ramirez represents. More of the same.
All right, we're going to move on to another issue important to voters, immigration and border security. Governor Wolf, under the current administration, illegal border crossings have been high, at times record highs. How would your administration chart a path for legal immigration while working to secure the border?
Colorado is 21% Hispanic. America is built on diversity. This is a nation of immigrants. We need a strong path for legal immigration into this country. As for illegal immigrants, well, that's a different story. While many folks are just coming here looking for a brighter future, not everyone who crosses the border illegally is like that. Some of those people are dangerous. Some are affiliated with the Mexican cartels bringing fentanyl or working as coyotes trafficking human beings. Some are killers, fleeing justice, killers of innocence.
He just stopped talking. I couldn't remember a presidential debate where that had ever happened, just silence. Ramirez was practically salivating at the other podium. The moderator tried to respectfully wait for Dirk to speak, to say anything, and he just silently stared, like a memory had taken over his mind. And I knew, of course, what memory that was. It had been too soon. I thought he was ready. I was wrong.
Governor Wolf?
Yes.
Your time is up. Senator Ramirez, your response.
I have to point out that since the new asylum restrictions were put into place, illegal border crossings have plummeted. That's one area where we've found a clear answer. It's down 60%. My administration will continue that policy, specifically the asylum restrictions, which discourage people from crossing illegally. I'm a product of legal immigration. While there are going to be outliers, people who abuse the system, criminals, We know that most immigrants, legal and illegal, are simply normal people trying to live their American dream.
Thank you, Senator Ramirez. Crime is an issue many voters are concerned about. Senator Ramirez, the FBI has reported that crime, like murder and manslaughter, has had the largest decline in decades. Reports of rape and hate crimes are down as well. But the American people still list crime as a top issue. How would you continue to reduce crime in this country?
The neighborhood I grew up in, you don't talk to the cops, period. And if you didn't have enough money to take care of your family, you did what you had to do. That was the mindset. We didn't trust the police. How do you fix that? It helps to have a diverse police force, number one. It helps to pay police a proper wage, number two. We've passed bipartisan gun control laws to expand background checks, number three. Prior to becoming a senator, I spent 3 decades in law enforcement. I'm the most qualified person on this stage when it comes to experience fighting crime.
Ramirez was assured, speaking decisively, maintaining strong eye contact with the moderator, and occasionally looking at the camera like it was his friend. His posture was upright, but not stiff. He spoke plainly, but still radiated intelligence. In other words, he was exactly what we needed from Dirk.
Governor Wolf.
My wife was the victim of a hate crime. Everyone watching this is aware of that.
I had to resist the urge to sprint onto the stage and drag him off it. The moderator looked uncomfortable. Ramirez feigned sympathy, though I could tell he was relishing the moment the way a boxer might, upon seeing his opponent begin to falter. Just calmly waiting to deliver the knockout blow while his opponent punched wildly, no longer a threat to him.
The American people clearly are still experiencing crime, no matter what the FBI says. Many people out there are concerned about crime and their safety. Our party is a party of peace. Peace comes from stability. Stability means getting us out of unnecessary wars overseas. It means empowering the economy, which will reduce motivations for a lot of crime. But you can't stop all crime. Some people just have hate in their heart. And you can't make them stop hurting.
He looked like he might collapse right there on stage or burst into tears, like a stiff wind would blow him over.
Those are the people we need to allow our law enforcement to punish severely when they have the chance. No more sweetheart plea deals for first-time offenders. You hurt someone. We hurt you.
Dirk practically stumbled off the stage in a fog. I didn't even know what to say to him.
I want to go home.
He held my hand like a toddler. We sat in silence on the ride from the debate, like we were at a funeral. And maybe we were.
She was kind.
I know.
Why would God let someone so kind die so horribly?
I wish I could tell you.
She didn't like me at first. She thought I was too single-minded.
She loved you.
By the end, yes. She came around. I tried to show her how much I appreciated her.
She knew.
It's no fun being my wife.
She was happy.
Was she? She had so many obligations. Mrs. Dirk Wolf. No woman likes being thought of that way, no matter what she said to you in the leadership.
She understood duty better than most.
And what did she get for it?
There was that look again. A flicker. Suspicion. There are crazy people in this world. Bad people. What you will do as president, you'll save the next Nancy. You'll protect the people who deserve it. The pure.
Have the doctor come. Or I won't be able to sleep.
All right. After Dirk's disastrous debate performance, Thor leadership had to meet immediately. We convened in a hotel suite. Friedrich was there first. Guten Tag, Friedrich.
Hardly.
The rule was that we only spoke German with each other in private. It was no crime, of course, to speak German, but it was best for our long-term goals to appear as American as possible, down to our accents. The German had long since felt foreign on my lips, but it was important to keep it alive, here at least. Is he coming?
Yes.
Like so many of us, Friedrich was living in his great-grandfather, grandfather, and father's footsteps. After the party lost Noah Bryant in the 60s, Mengele's creation, shepherded by Helmut Mussmann, other candidates were groomed, and failed until we got Dirk. Friedrich Hessler's baby, so to speak, and a lifetime of medical and psychological intervention to mold him into our next Führer seemed to have failed now, conclusively. Is he upset?
Wouldn't you be?
Auf mich?
Who else?
I warned you.
You were given a gourmet meal. I can hardly be faulted if you left it out in the cold and microwaved it. The ingredients were of absolute quality.
If you try to hang me on this... Commandant.
Sit. Little time. We must take action. That much is clear.
You're talking about replacement?
There is no one else. It must be him. The grief is temporary. He will bounce back. He is prepared.
Did you even watch the debate?
Of course I did.
It was worse in person, I assure you.
We're too far to make a change now.
Would you vote for what you saw tonight?
There's still time before the election. People will forget.
Only if we give them a reason to.
Dirk cannot hide from his nature. He can fight it. He can try to deny it. But it's in him. A little faith, Jonas, is what's called for.
To maintain status quo is not an option.
Then what?
What happened tonight was weakness. Weakness can only be countered by a show of strength.
He's a mess. Strength is the last thing Dirk can show.
We will show it for him.
How?
The wife. It was your idea.
That you greenlit? I fear he may suspect.
How could he?
He couldn't. Yet I sense he does.
The mistake was positioning anything on someone else. This is about him alone. Muss es tun.
Since he was a child, he's been told, subliminally, of his status as Herrenmenschen, Übermensch. He knows it in his bones.
Then his powers of denial are just as strong. There was no Übermensch on that stage tonight.
It must be proven to him.
A psychological trigger. Like a facial feedback. Force yourself to smile, and you start to feel happy. Feel yourself lift a heavy weight, and you'll know you're strong.
Delivered his best to benefit the campaign.
What do you need from me?
From you? So far, you've brought us only setbacks. We need you as Dirk's wet nurse, only because to get rid of you would be too distracting for him.
I felt a quiver in my gut. I could only try and force myself to believe that getting rid of me meant reassigning me, and not the alternative. But I had trouble doing so. I have always acted in the best interest of the party.
Your blunder has nearly sunk us, Jonas. Get out of the way while we fix it. That's all we need from you. Leave us.
Feeling a flush of shame brighten my cheeks, I rose and bowed my head, glancing back one time before I left the room to see the two men behind me whispering conspiratorially to one another. Whatever's going to happen next would be as much of a surprise to me as the rest of the nation.
Endgame is a production of Voyage Media. The series is produced by Nat Mundel, Robert Mitas, and Dan Benamor. Executive produced by Norman Shabel, based on Norman Shabel's novel, The Aleph-Bet Conspiracy, available on Amazon. A link is in the show notes. Directed by Semmel. Written by Dan Benamor. Starring Maya Imani Estephanos as Carmen and Mitch Urban as Volkov. Additional cast credits available in the show notes. Edited, sound designed, and mixed by Christopher Moore. Original music by Derlis Gonzalez. If you're enjoying the show, please leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you're listening, and subscribe now for future episodes.